to find out right now. Looks like Komori came over all the way from Germany. Is gonna face off versus the Frenchman PeW, and we're starting out on the classic Pokemon Stadium 2. Now, what do you expect to see from PeW in this match?
It's hard to say. Like, whenever I see characters like Ness play, like I just expect them to just play very solidly with the aerials, and as soon as they start to learn more, they are going for something crazy, like an a PK Thunder read, and kill at these amazingly early percentages.
But I'm from PeW. I am used to seeing a lot of aggression, and we've been seeing that right from the start here in game 1. He's not so much waiting to see what's going on. He is getting in there. He's getting hands-on with Komori from Germany. I love those little stalls and back airs.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the best. I believe one of the best tools Ness has, because it gets so much other options that he normally wouldn't have without it. Like that stall, and I'm just waiting for what's going to happen, and throwing out an aerial based on that.
Oh,
sublime!
And he DI'd in, which is of course usually the correct DI for a back throw. But if it's cross stage, you might find yourself going off the top, which is what happened to Komori. But yeah, like I said, those PK magnets. On the face of it, he's doing the same in. He's just short hopping, coming in at your shield, using an aerial, but the use of the PSI magnet just mixes up your timing completely.
True. Well, then early on, he went super low for no reason at all, it seemed. I'm not quite sure what that was. But
looked like a little bit of a mistake, but it didn't matter because he brought it back with PK rockets, and now he is building and building and building this big old lead here. Like Pikachu, of course, is a very light character, and Ness has some powerful kill moves. So on the surface, you might think this is doable. This is not too bad for Komori, and although it's definitely doable, I think it is looking quite grim for him.
But he's still managing so far. Like, I still find it amazing. I always feel like a character like Pikachu can be so overwhelming, but PeW is just, well, PeW is just getting the respect here for against Pikachu. Like, Pikachu has a lot of trouble getting here in, throwing out the moves he normally can. Dang, it's just, like he's just putting it. He's just making it a very hard time to put it like that.
Yes, he is. He is playing with confidence despite the deficits, and he is doing it at the ledge as well. He had Ness out there for a while. Unfortunately, his back is not quite as strong as Pikachu's, meaning he had to get that dash attack for the kill. And now we are back at an even stock count. But Komori has to play a near perfect stock if he wants to avoid the kill moves that Ness already has in store for him.
And I noticed Komori is not really pushing his advantage state there, because he managed to get a small combo starting, and then it didn't work anymore.
And he's been doing just that for a couple of seconds now. He has been at 94 since PeW's last stock. There's the first hit, and it instantly ends in a stock loss for Komori. That's what I was talking about, man. He had to play near perfect stock. Didn't do quite that, but he did play a very good start of PeW's second stock.
Getting back there on the stage, but currently Komori is trying to maintain stage control here. He might be overcommitting just a bit too much, like just there. Like that forward smash was way too much to overcommit with, and well, he threw it out too early, and PeW was just able to punish him for that. However, we are getting already further in the game because it's moving lightning fast.
Yes, it is. There's the back air. And like I said before, unfortunately for Komori, it is not quite as strong as Pikachu's back air. Meaning he, once again, did not get the stock he probably thought he would.
That was very odd.
A classic, an absolute classic gimp there by Komori. But I think PeW actually wanted to use the PK Thunder close enough to the ledge. He would have been able to grab anyway.
True, because that seemed like, because he went for the stage immediately.
Yeah, maybe he would have drifted a little bit longer if Komori did not, run into his PK Thunder projectile. Either way, he is out of the stock, and Komori, slowly but surely, is inching closer and closer to PeW.
Like, I wonder if Komori will be able to chip away enough to make it count. Oh, didn't get anything out of the ledge trump. I love seeing that more people are ledge trumping nowadays, well.
Yeah,
like,
you love
not used to it very often.
You love to see it. There's a lot of stocks to be taken right in those type of positions. Oh, there it is.
No.
Another one. I love that play right there from Komori, making sure that Ness could not freely set up his yo-yo edge guard using that down B. Quick attacking away. Komori, man, this Pikachu is just not giving up.
No, and that's a very good habit to have, because you never should be giving up, because there's always a chance you can make the comeback, and he actually might be doing that.
Is he proving your case right now? Yes, he is. Beautiful finish from Komori. Just getting in there, staying in there, not giving up, and making the comeback in the end. Inspirational, absolutely inspirational.
And not only for others, but also for Komori himself, of course, because, well, of course, he is not as well known as PeW, and he's just holding his ground and even taking the first game. That's going amazingly for him. This might be a confidence boost he's gonna need.
Yeah, and make no mistake, this French Ness, sitting on the right here, is one of the best players from France. Definitely, he definitely is. So Komori might be making a real big upset right here, if only he can pull out the second game. But of course, you're gonna start fresh, and we know PeW is a great player. So that's why we play best of 3, man. No flukes, no flukes.
That's true. That's true. Like, however, I wonder, it's like top 64, all best of 5.
You're gonna have to ask a Tio, man. I am all about the pool.
We'll worry about that later. We're going into game 2. I'm not quite sure which stage they picked. I can't really tell.
All I know for sure is that Komori is in a position to make a rather big upset. And we're gonna find out if he can do it. PeW going for FD. You know, it's a fine stage, it's a fine stage. Doesn't seem too bad for either character. And here we go. We got the loops. We got the loops. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. They're slathered with honey. The loops are still going.
But he drops it, sadly, and gives up a lot of stage control in the process as well, which is only working out quite nicely here for PeW. There we go, getting a PK fire as well, just get the damage in.
I'm kind of impressed with how PeW has been able to keep Komori in the corner for so long. Usually it's just quick attack and you're out, of course.
Yeah.
Ness does have some of the better moves to actually stop the quick attack. Big, long-lasting hitboxes.
That's true, like he can't just throw him out just eagerly.
No, you can. No, you can.
As Pikachu could in other matchups.
And now we find Komori on the ledge again. He gets an aggressive forward there from the ledge. And he actually is going even with PeW right here.
Yeah,
you love to see it.
Sadly, I think he was expecting something like an explosion, something that put him against the stage, but that doesn't happen with PK Fire.
Definitely a shame to see such a hard-fought, such an exciting back-and-forth stock, and with an air dodge mistake like that. But of course, last game we saw Komori not giving up at all. And of course, he won't give up at all. Now he's actually up 1 on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Let's find out if he can that kill move he is undoubtedly starting to look for.
He can even use this match, even if he's losing, he can still use it for the 3rd game. So he's still at a very comfortable position.
Yes, he is. But I bet you Komori is not even thinking about game 3 right now. He is keeping it aggressive. He is not going in recklessly though. He is trying to stay at the distance where he can react to any burst options from Ness, while at the same time being close enough to use Pikachu's speed to whip punish. But there's yet another unfortunate stock loss. Some chaos with the Pika Thunder off stage. In the end he got stage spiked, and it is looking very grim for Komori. You can see it. You can see it on the Germans in the crowd.
It's a lot quieter now compared to the first game.
They're looking a bit deflated.
They definitely do. However, they might be just saving it up for the 3rd game.
Komori staying strong though, having a big old sigh after taking PeW's first stock. Let's find out if he can pull off another miracle.
It's gonna be difficult, but it's still a possibility. Else it wouldn't be a miracle, else it will be an impossible situation. And that's never the case in Super Smash Bros, of course. In any fighting game, to be honest.
Oh, another Pika Thunder. This time Komori was calm and prepared, getting the double quick attack, so he can still make it back. Oh, just missed the grab. Unfortunate stuff. We have seen before that Komori has been keeping PeW at the ledge rather successfully. Oh, yes, but in this game, the ledge play from PeW was just undefeated. Undefeated. Taking a big old sip of water.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Komori, he did lose his stock in a couple of weird, rather unfortunate ways. So I think he realizes that himself as well, and if he can just avoid those weird little moments, then he might just pull out game 3, because before that first stock it was very, very, very even.
True, but PeW of course is a top player, and something you can of course expect from a top player is that they adapt. As soon as they,
they do.
face something that they have difficulty with, and I believe like PeW has been trying to get a lot of data here just to make sure that he can just close it out quite nicely, but who knows?
That's one of the great things about Majors. You get to play a lot of matchups you are not too familiar with. Although there is, of course, a very prolific French Pikachu, Enki, so there's no doubt in my mind that PeW actually knows what he can expect from Pikachu. But looks like he doesn't quite know what to expect from Komori, because once again, this German Pikachu is coming out swinging. And he is not getting confused off stage.
No, this time
air
not.
dodges, only quick attacks.
Like he cleaned up this act from the previous game.
Yes,
and that's good to see.
So what do you think PeW has to do to make sure he doesn't have to rely on any offstage mistakes?
Well, for starters, he has to commit a bit less, I believe, just a bit less. Not try to let anything unsafe, of course, on shield, and just react to what Komori is going to do here, because Komori is still currently the one that constantly is throwing hitboxes.
Yeah, he's playing aggressive. He's playing aggressive.
And PeW has the tools to actually just wait out a bit longer and adapt to whatever Komori is throwing. Like,
yeah, of course, Ness is known for giving people a pretty rough time getting in, walling them out with moves like forwarder and stuff. But I have to say, I also quite, just on the personal level, quite like that PeW plays a little bit aggressive, you know, use a lot of that PK fire. It's wonderful to see. But it looks like Komori is just very, very comfortable in these hands-on brawls.
There we go.
There is the first stock, and it is PeW who loses it with late hit there off stage. Is this Komori working up that first real big upset of Wave B?
Who knows? Oh no! There. Sadly, I think he tried to actually hit him with the quick attack, but the angles, because of the angles, he wasn't able to, and now he got hit by it.
Yeah, that is a classic, you know. Ness is turning that PK Thunder right around, trying to get him with the PK Rocket. That's exactly what PeW did right there. Beautiful stuff. And now he's taking back the lead. He has got his confidence back after that big ult hit.
Yeah,
and there's another.
Oh, he actually got out of it.
Yeah, great. The eye right there by Komori, making sure he did not get the follow-up after the PK fire. Okay. Falls out of the air. That's unfortunate. You can bet that Komori would have liked to go for a little loop right there.
It feels like they slowed down a bit. Like it's a lot less explosive than the previous games.
Yeah,
however,
I feel like
that might be a good thing.
After the PK Rocket, PeW is kind of heeding the advice you gave that you probably didn't hear. You know, he's got the lead back. He got a big old momentous play with the PK Rocket, taking it just a little bit more easy, because no doubt he noticed that Komori loves to go hands-on. He loves to swing. Oh. Fortunately for him, he plays a rather floaty character, so that means he will not have to deal with those tech chases out of down tilts. He can just air dodge away or in if he wants.
Barely missing it there.
Yeah, he was chasing him, man. That's like one of those horror movies where the guy running away from the villain, and the villain is right on his tail, but neither of them are very fast. So they just gotta jog for a while.
I still find it. Oh, I was about to say it can still go anyway depending on who takes the first stock, but PeW is the person who takes
like you said before, if you have high percent, you're gonna lose your invincibility real quick, grabbing that ledge. So the thing to do versus Ness is, you know, they know this, they have their yo-yo hanging out there. And that means if you're at high percent and you grab the ledge, you instantly wanna buffer that get up attack to get away from it, because you know if you roll or jump, you're still gonna get killed just like that.
True. And it's looking...
there it is, there it is.
It was starting to look worse and worse here for Komori, and just like that, he lost, while PeW had a 2-stock lead.
He had the opportunity, but PeW just too much of a top player, too much of a clutch player in the end. We got a golf clap from the Germans coming out for the boy.
Yeah.
And well deserved, because he played a great set.
Definitely true. Like, I didn't know about Komori before, but now I know, and I know that he's capable of doing quite well, and I think we're gonna see more of him in the future. If he, of course, if he.
I don't know
travels.
if he's projected to get out of pools, but if I were a betting man, I would put some money on him actually making it out of pools because that was a fantastic showing.
I think.